Betsy Kramer. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I am good. You the one that's getting ready. You the one that got all the stress on your back.
Yeah, I just drove down to Waycross, Georgia. I left at 11 and just got here a little after 5 o'clock. So,
Woo! And you are
yep,
running for second vice chair of the Georgia
yes,
GOP.
yes.
What made you run for that office?
What made me run? Well, um, I wasn't planning on running, and a few people came up to me and said, "We really want you to run for a position on the executive board," and they gave me a few to pick from, and I said, well, I'll do the second vice chair. I didn't feel that, no, one, I wasn't going to run for chairman, and two, I'm friends with Sally and I think she's done a great job, and I felt that I could be a positive impact on the board as being a second vice chair because
How are
I'm
you?
known for doing things.
How are you dealing with the grenades that have been thrown all over social media right about now?
I ignore them because if I didn't ignore them, I think that I, I'm not going to cry over it, but it, I always say politics is a full contact sport or it's a blood sport, and you have to have thick skin. And I'm not going to change my behavior because some people don't like me or, you know, don't want to see me get in that position.
When you
So,
win this position and you win that seat, the second vice chair, what do you want to see happen with inside of the Georgia GOP, and how can you help make it even better from the past with, I'm just going to say it, pageant all the way to John Watson? How do you feel like you can be able to help whoever is going to become the chairman of this convention cycle?
right. Well, I'm a team player. I've I've done many jobs in my life, politically and you know, and professionally. So I have a lot of experience, and I think I can bring people together. I also think that I'm somewhat easy to get along with, and um, want to listen to people. But it's a team. We're on a team, so we
Mm-hmm.
have to all work together. If we don't work together, you're going to have chaos or dysfunction.
And see, that's
And
what I'm afraid of. I know that the convention is going to be the 5th and the 6th. Oh,
right,
do
no,
you?
the seventh.
That's okay. The 7th.
This
You
right.
think it's going to be contentious?
Oh yeah.
You're helping nodded your head.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
I just keep walking around going, oh my God, we got to keep these people here. I've seen things where they're learning Robert's rules of order, and they're gonna try and delay. And so all I can ask people who are attending this convention, please stick it out and and it help us get the right people in,
and
because
yeah, go ahead.
if we don't get the right people in the Georgia party, I just don't see us moving forward.
I'm not.
And
I'm shaking my head. Listen. I'm in the middle. I'm telling you this time around. It's like I got friends on both sides. Can y'all stop
right,
throwing grenades at each other? You ain't helping. Oh, you mad at me because I ain't speaking out against that slate of people, and then y'all
no,
mad at me because I ain't speaking out against that. I'm like, I'm Switzerland on this one. I am sitting back and I am reading the emails. I am reading the Facebook posts. I'm reading all of this, and I'm sitting here like, how are we ever going to come together inside of the state of
right.
Georgia when everyone at this point is throwing daggers at each other?
Well, I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to, like, if whoever gets in, I'm going to try and work with them. Now, will they work with me? I don't know, but
You're the second
I
vice chair. They're gonna have to work with you.
I know, but as we have seen,
Mm-hmm.
not everybody wants to listen, and they all want to know, I'm new to this, so you have to listen to me. And I'm like, Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
but
okay, that's not how that worked, but go ahead.
right, right. I mean, I have experience, and I'll listen to you, and I'll try and explain why I might agree or disagree with you. And because we all need to work together. My motto is one team, one mission, and one Georgia. My or slogan,
Okay, I
because
like that slogan.
together, it because together we can really do some fabulous things. And you know, in 2026 we have some, all our constitutional officers are up for reelection, and we have the U.S. Senate, and
Yes.
I'm going to work my butt off. Can I say that?
You could have said ass too, because you're gonna be ass offing to get him out of there.
Yes, yes. And I'm Jewish, so I look at it that I can go to the Jewish community and try and work on it. I Last year I worked for the Republican Jewish Coalition. They're bringing in more people for next year, and we're going to work the Jewish community because I do believe there are there are ones that are in the middle that just need a little bit of pushing to get to vote Republican.
Well,
I
the
mean,
slaughter of what happened to the two up there in Washington D.C. 2 nights ago, that Sarah and Yaron,
oh, yeah,
that
you're
right
right.
there, that's enough after all the anti-Semitic stuff that's
Right.
happening across college campuses and big major cities. That's enough for the Jewish faith and the Jewish people just to turn their backs at this point, because you cannot say you stick up for Jews but not stopping Democrats from
Right.
anti-Semitism.
Well, my one of my rabbis, he agrees with J Street, which is very far left, and I'm totally like, please don't. But I don't know if you know, but I was attacked by Brian Pritchard. I don't know if I should have invoked his name. I see you roll your eyes. And did you
Oh, he
see
disowned me.
who's
He disowned me because I had Candace Taylor on my show. I got the text. I got the text messages. He said he has nothing else to do with me. Bye, bye. Only because
well,
I decided to have Candace Taylor on my show. With you being on
right.
my show, I'm sure I'm gonna get some text messages. I am not your friend anymore because Betsy Kramer was on your show and you're a traitor.
Oh,
I could at this point. Try me if you want to. I want to get my frustrations out on somebody. That'll be great.
right.
Like I said, I'm
Well,
staying in the middle, and I'm not getting in this fight this time. I know who me and Dave and Mike Farley is going to be voting for, and that's I've
thank
already
you.
made up my mind. So getting in this squabble of you tell I'm a grown woman, number one, and you're a grown woman, number one. So for
Mm-hmm.
you to get attacked because you want to do what's right and you want to stand up is ridiculous.
Right. I it I was shocked. My husband Stephen, he was so upset when we were sent that video, and it was just, as a Jewish woman and someone who's been fighting against anti-Semitism, and I worked very hard to get the anti-Semitism bill passed in the Georgia legislature. It really, I was like, in this day and age, people are like, he's from New Jersey. I mean, saying those things. And then I called him out at the Gordon County meeting, and I didn't invoke his name, but he knew it was him. And then he got up to introduce his candidate, and before he introduced him, he did like 10 minutes of like, well, I'm from I'm from New Jersey, and I grew up with Jews, and I'm good friends, and I'm not anti-Semite. And I also called him up with calling other people, other groups of people, and he's like, I'm not a bigot. It's just like,
You know
sorry,
what?
Brian.
We stopped evoking that guy name when he said he didn't want to have nothing else to do with me. Good luck to you,
Right.
sir. Ain't no
Mm-hmm.
shame in my game and ain't no crying tears for that. Because I wasn't
Right.
the one that got you in trouble. You got your own self in trouble. So I'm
Right.
going to stay out of that one. And I'm going to
Right.
continue being a Republican regardless if people don't like my stance or not. But that's the type of
Right.
stuff that I'm talking about. I'm not getting into those squabbles. I want the best person to win. There's going to be over what maybe 1,800 delegates there plus the
Yes.
alternates. So it's not like one person is going to sway a vote to begin with. And I say let the best person win. And
Thank
whatever
you.
happens, let it happen, and don't get into these fights with these people that
Right.
just don't do it. You know what path that God has you on, and you continue to walk that path. We have 2 minutes left, so I'm gonna let you close out this segment. Go ahead.
Well, I would love it, all the delegates to vote for me because I believe that I am the most qualified candidate. I have 16 years of experience from local all the way up to state. Last December, I was a presidential elector, which is like
Mm-hmm.
the greatest honor that I could have ever received, other than being a mother, of course. I also I've done just a lot of stuff. I mean, you've known me for years, and I'm not one to say no to getting things done. I'm a doer, and people know that, and that's one of the reasons why they asked me to to step up to leadership because I'm usually the one behind the scenes. I'm usually not one that I need to be out on stage saying, "Hey, go, go, go." And so okay, this is different for me, and I want to do the best job I can.
Right.
I'm retired,
Mm-hmm.
and I started the first bank on the internet back in '95.
Oh,
So
wow.
I can do, see, I don't tell people these things. I don't go tooting my horn. So, I've done a lot of different things. Oh, you're laughing, but
Yeah, I love it because you are right. You don't have to do all that. You don't have to show who you are. Your track record, your
right,
what you've done in your life should speak volumes of
right,
what you can do in the present and in the future. That is what I'm
right,
talking about. You don't have to keep getting out there and getting your name tarnished when you know that you've been doing this for 16 years. You've been fighting for the people of Georgia. You've been fighting for
right.
your causes of what you want to see. So you shouldn't have to keep getting out there and having to do any of this because your track record shows everything that you have done.
Yes, thank you. And I've always been like that. I will tell you, in ninth grade, I started a recycling program at my middle school or
Wow.
junior high then, and we that was back in the '70s. They didn't have recycling per se, so it was pretty in. They loved it that I started it, and I don't know if they still do it. Of course, it's 60 years ago, but you know. I think outside the box. I come up with ideas and I implement them and I get them done. Now with a team, it's presenting it. And I believe that we need, as a team, we should decide on what initiatives we want to accomplish. One is to get rid of ASA, of course,
Yes.
but how to engage grassroots people to get involved. But we also need to have measurable outcomes because unless we know what the outcomes should be, we won't know if we've been successful. Other than if we get, of course, we elect a Republican for the U.S. Senate
Well,
and kick us off out of his
I'm
office.
so ready to kick ass off out of that seat, and
Yep.
we're gonna be seeing you in June. And Betsy, I
Yes,
just sent you a text message from myself. Keep us in your prayers, and if you could
I
help
will.
us with what I just sent you, if you can send that out to your people, I really would appreciate it. And
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna see you in June. Everybody else, and good luck. And
Thank
gotcha,
you.
gotcha.
Thank you.
Everybody else, we'll be right back. Go ahead, Dave.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Faith in her heart, fire in her chest. She's fighting for the country she loves best. Truth ain't always easy, but she'll always try. With a Bible in her hand and her head held high. Yeah, she's a real queen, speaking her mind. Leading the charge, one of a kind. A warrior of light in the middle of the storm. Lucretia Hughes, breaking the mold.
The Real News Rewards app, it is the best app ever. The best way to support and keep up with everything Lucretia Hughes and save a ton of money at the same time.
Heart of Georgia, she stands tall and proud. A voice for the people, cutting through the crowd.
to unlock the most extraordinary savings membership ever? Members are saving over $5,000 a year, and now you can too. With over 2 million ways to save, this app is your personal savings concierge, covering travel, entertainment, shopping, dining, and more. Let's get started. Grab your mobile device, click the link, and sign up using your registration code. Heads up, it's case sensitive. Prefer a bigger screen? You can also sign in on your computer. Click submit, then install. Your membership is live. Now, let's navigate your savings. From the home screen, tap Get Your Tickets. This is where the fun begins. You've unlocked deals on theme parks, cruises, concerts, and more. Over 80,000 events and over 1 million tickets at the best prices. Concert tickets? Get tickets to the hottest shows, plus up to 65% off service fees. Baseball? Big savings. Broadway shows? Even bigger discounts. Movie night? Absolutely. Thrill rides? We've got you. Next, tap Travel on the menu bar. Let's plan a trip to New York City. Enter your dates, instant hotel savings. We beat competitors hands down with 0 hidden fees. Choose from 850,000 plus hotels worldwide, plus flights and car rentals. You're traveling smarter now. Feeling hungry? Tap Eat. Find offers at local favorites and top national brands. Looking for fun? Tap Play. Endless possibilities. Shopping spree? Tap Shop. Save online and in store, even on Costco and Sam's Club memberships. Don't miss special offers and featured deals, exclusive savings, and fresh updates. Tap Local for every category imaginable. What are you waiting for? The more you use it, the more you save. Want to share the love? Tap Share App from the menu or your profile. Invite friends and family. Whether you're planning a vacation, grabbing lunch, or scoring game tickets, you are now ready to do more, save more, and live better. Welcome to Effortless Savings. Every day, everywhere.
Welcome back to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes. Hey, Arthur White, check your messages, please, if you don't mind. Can you please spread the word that we need help? So thank you, Arthur. Welcome back, everybody, to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes. Do not forget, tomorrow, starting at 3, we're going to be doing the Cretia-a-thon, Cretia and Dave-a-thon, to help us raise what we need to help us save our home. So that starts at 3, and everybody is welcome to the Zoom tomorrow. Dave is going to be putting it in all of the chat rooms. If you want to come on live just to advocate with us, we would love for y'all to share everything y'all can find on tomorrow of the marathon. It's on my page. You should be able to find it. It's on